Now to the promising U.S. trial results of the Oxford-AstraZeneca vaccine. It's not yet authorized in the U.S., but today the company said that their vaccine is 79% effective in stopping symptomatic COVID-19 and 100% effective at preventing severe disease and hospitalization. Here to tell us more is Director of the Jenner Institute at Oxford University, Dr. Adrian Hill. Doctor, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Good afternoon.
Now, with these newly released trial results, can you walk us through how the AstraZeneca vaccine compares to those currently authorized in the U.S., namely Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson?
So you can compare them if you're doing that head-to-head. If you're doing different trial protocols, it's quite difficult. But what all these vaccines do and do extremely well is protect against severe COVID, against hospitalization, and against death from COVID. And the number we come up with there is 100%, which is similar to Moderna and Pfizer and other licensed vaccines. So the next question is, how well does it prevent clinical COVID or more mild disease? And the estimate we're getting is 79% or 80% in older adults. And that's a pretty good figure. It would be better if we had used a longer interval between the first and second dose, as we have shown in our program previously.
But how about the temperature, for example? For Pfizer and Moderna, they do have to be kept at a certain temperature. Is that the case with AstraZeneca as well?
No, ours is kept in the fridge like the vast majority of vaccines. The RNA vaccines are very unusual in that they need a freezer or even a deep freeze. And that's why this AstraZeneca vaccine is now being deployed in 101 countries, I heard today, and that number is steadily increasing. So it's a very deployable vaccine.
So this is more user-friendly, if you would, in that aspect.
It's user-friendly in Europe and in the United States. It's just possible to use in some low-income countries which do not have -80 freezers and really can't deploy a vaccine that needs to be frozen for a lot of the time. So yes, WHO are very keen on this vaccine because of its user-friendliness, as you say.
This latest AstraZeneca trial tested a more diverse population and also showed some promising results for adults 65 and older. Can you explain why the company took this testing approach and what was learned from it?
Yeah, well, that particular approach is really stipulated by the funder. This was one of the Warp Speed awardees to test this vaccine. And it's good that we were able to look at diverse ethnicities. The efficacy was not different between any one group and the other. And very importantly, we were able to show that the efficacy is equally high in older adults compared to younger adults. And that's an age group that we had fewer subjects in previous trials.
By the time that this vaccine is authorized in the U.S., most Americans will probably already have been vaccinated. But we're also in, of course, this global race against the spread of COVID variants. And this has been called the vaccine for the world. What impact do you see it having in fighting the worldwide pandemic?
Yeah, well, I would like to think that everybody will be vaccinated anywhere by the middle of the year. But even if that happens, we just don't know how long these vaccines work for. So it's totally possible that we will need to boost everybody at the end of the year to avoid another huge winter wave of disease and death. That remains to be seen. As you point out, these variants of concern are of concern, particularly the ones starting off in South Africa, but now spreading more widely. Some companies, including AstraZeneca, are working on a vaccine specifically for that South African variant in collaboration with our group in Oxford.
Right. No such thing as too much vaccine today or any time in the future. Dr. Hill, we thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.